Hey guys, it's Katie at scrappingkatie.ctmh.com, and I'm here to share with you days 7 and 8 of my 2019 Days of December album. So I'm going to pull out my basket full of all the elements. I'm going to pull out the instruction sheet as well as the bag labeled Layout 4, and that will contain days 7 and 8. And so I'm just going to empty my bag to make sure all my pieces are here, and I usually like to do it by day. So I've unpacked everything, and that strip of little black Christmas trees, I really get confused about that. So I'm going to set that aside and try to find out if I put it in the wrong bag. So I like to do all my stamping first to get that out of the way. So I'm just inking up the 7 and the 8 with intense black and then stamping that onto those green apple pieces that were cut with the thin cuts. And then now I'm going to kind of clear my table and get day 7 laid out. So this memory protector for day 7 is actually 4 photo wells, each measuring 3 by 4. 2 of those photo wells are Picture My Life elements, and then the others contain photos. So here I'm trying to figure out where that black Christmas tree strip came from. And I was thinking it was a zip strip, but it turns out that it's a piece of B&T, and all I needed to do was turn it over to show that evergreen polka dot. So I figured that out. I'm just going to adhere that down. And then adhere this day 7 element down onto that dovetailed craft cardstock. And then I'm going to pull out my Holly Jolly enamel dots and use the tiniest ones to put at the ends of that dovetail cardstock. When doing so, I realized that my 7 wasn't quite as straight as I thought it was, so I just removed that and re-adhered it down. So for my 3 by 4 photo well, I want a little bit of that white photo mat to show. So I'm just going to trim my photo down to 3 7/8 by 2 7/8. And that way I'll have a 1/16 of an inch border all the way around. Same thing with this 3 by 3 photo. I just trimmed it down to 2 7/8 by 2 7/8. I'm going to adhere those down, and you do not have to have the white showing. You could actually just put a 3 by 4 photo into that photo well of the memory protector. So I laid that out and then decided I wanted to do something on the numbers. So I'm taking my clear shimmer brush and just adding a little bit of shimmer. I hope you can see that in the video. And then I'm going to pack up day 7 and then start on day 8. So these little bitty 1/4 of an inch strips of paper are B&T, and then that Christmas tree pattern actually comes from a 4 by 6 Picture My Life card. And Picture My Life is just close to my heart's equivalent of pocket scrapbooking. And so each set comes with 3 by 4 and 4 by 6 size photo cards. That number 8, I'm just applied adhesive to one side and then decided to color in that flower with my red shimmer brush. And then after doing that, I'm going to pull those Holly Jolly enamel dots back out and add the tiniest one to the center of that flower. So now it's time to just trim down this photo of the kids decorating the tree. And we didn't finish decorating, so you'll probably see that at a later date. But at least they got the tree up, and then I'm going to pull my album out. It's easier to insert all the elements if the memory protectors are outside of the album. So I just pulled that out. I'm going to insert all these 3 by 4s. And then, of course, after taking pictures of everything, I'll come back and journal on that 7. And then I'm going to put it back in my album and enjoy it. Don't forget to check back for days 9 and 10.